Hey guys, it's Raven here. Welcome back to Raven's Diary. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we're talking about the why. Why I'm doing this self-love journey, this weight loss journey, what has happened in my life to bring me to this place being in the twos for my weight. Okay, we're gonna talk about it all. It's juicy, insightful, and I pray that it's something that you guys, my story, you can get something from it and incorporate into your own story. So again, don't forget to hit that like, hit the subscribe button, and of course, comment with me, converse. Let me know about your story. I want to hear about you. I want to hear about the things that you are doing and incorporating in your journey. Share. Hey guys, alright, so today is the why. We're talking about why Raven's Diary has come about, as far as why am I starting my weight loss journey, how I've gotten here, where I plan to get, and all of those things. So for me, I have struggled with body positivity all of my life. I know that sounds very dramatic, but it's true. Quick tangent. Excuse the lights you see. Maybe I take them off. It's just my ring light. But I know that sounds dramatic as far as saying that I've struggled with body positivity all of my life, but it's true. I remember in elementary school, I came back home to my mom, and she asked me about my day, how it went, what did I do, and I said, Mom, I had a really good day. I felt really skinny. I felt anorexic, and that was good. Okay, when I tell you, I remember that vividly. I had a smile on my face. That was a good thing. And I remember my mom, of course, being right, that's not good. Baby, why do you even feel like that's something to achieve? Of course there was a whole talk about it, but I just remember really feeling good about, hey, today I felt skinny. I felt, of all things, I felt anorexic, and I like that. And from there, honey, it just has been a battle. I remember one time waking up out of my sleep crying, going to my mother's room, talking about, Mommy, I'm fat. I feel fat. This is in the middle of the night. This is school night. Okay. But mind you, this is all elementary school. It's only funny now because as I still battle with body positivity, I am at a place, of course, where I can say, honey, you are beautiful. So looking back, I'm like, geesh, at such a young age, I was already apt to skinny is better, and it's like, how do we even get to that place? Okay, this is wild. But it truly has, unfortunately, been a struggle. Of course, as the years gone on, I've gained more confidence, came into myself, my style and all of that. But it has always been something that it has always been prominent. It has always been a marker that it always deserved attention. It could never just be, I am what I am, and that's cool. I didn't start feeling that way until high school. I would say like my senior year. Maybe the first couple years I was really good. I was cool, but senior year was the best, being that that's when I joined our dance team. So I did kick dance. Dun, 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 dun. It was wild, but it was the greatest time of my life, honey. And I was at my fittest. When I tell you my fittest, I mean leanest. I mean just, honey, I lost so much weight. Like it wasn't just something that I felt and thought I saw in the mirror. Everyone else saw that as well. And I felt really good. I felt really good. And I remember, hanging out with my mom one day, and she was like, "Dang, Ray, you really did lose a whole bunch of weight. You lost those little love handles that you felt was too much. It's gone now." I'm like, "Yep, gone." And I felt really good about that. Um, and at that point, I was my smallest I have been 164. Before this weight now, the biggest I have been was like 190 something. I want to say like 194. And that was in high school as well. I think that was like sophomore year, junior year. I was 194 pounds. And then towards the middle of senior year, 164. And I felt really good. And I was able to keep that weight or maintain that weight for a long time. So in college, I did not gain the freshman 15. In fact, did I lose? I didn't lose. I maintained. So I was between 164 and 174. And I maintained. I did get, okay, I gained 10 pounds, but to me that was like okay, because when I lost all that weight in my senior year when doing dance, I was small, but I had no booty, no booty, baby. And I'm like, we love booty, okay? And I had kind of like a runner's body, um, and I loved it for sure. But I didn't have any curves. So once I gained 10 pounds, 174, I still didn't have all that much booty, but balanced out, and I maintained that for a few years actually. And then something changed in the end of my sophomore, beginning of my junior year. Let's be real. What changed was my lifestyle. So my first couple years in college was lit. It was fast. It was a fast life, honey. Okay, we was out here getting on. What is the dean's list? Okay, but we was also making every party. Okay, we was doing our papers, getting dressed, putting on makeup at the same time. Okay, it was just very fast lifestyle, and I had a bunch of friends that I hung out with, and so if one person wasn't doing something, someone else was, and we would always be moving, always doing something, and it was a lifestyle that for some reason it made it easy to keep up or maintain my weight and maintain my size, because of course always going out, you wearing sexy clothes, you wearing your best outfit, you want to feel good and look good. And okay, let me make sure I get at least 30 minutes in. And also eating was different too. I was still disciplined, for the most part. I would eat whatever, but I still had those habits that helped me maintain my body. So that changed in my junior year. I got into a relationship. I was still really small. What makes me sad is when I look back at a time where I thought like, ooh, I gained some weight, I got big. I wasn't. I'm a probably insert some pictures. But in my junior year, I'll probably put a picture here. This is junior year. Okay. What did I gain? Maybe a little bit, okay, but not enough to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so big. And that's where that psyche comes from, of having that unhealthy body ideal. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, during the last years of my undergrad, I gained maybe 10, 15 pounds. So I'm still pushing 170 something. Still pushing 170 something, but 180 maybe. And then I took, I think I took a semester off before I did my master's, and life got real, real questionable. during this time. It got real questionable, honey. Okay, I was stressed. I was all over the place. I felt directionless. I felt just unsure. Oof, about a lot of things in regards to my education and furthering it with getting a master's. I know a lot of people talk about, master's is great, do it, and it is. But when you feel pushed into it just for the sake of having a master's, as opposed to getting a master's because within your career field, that will help move you along to other positions that will help you improve your craft, your research, whatever the case. If that's not it, then doing it just for the sake of it, it just stressed me out, because here I am about to do another 2 years. Okay, masters ain't no joke. Okay, it's not undergrad. Undergrad was a breeze. It was a breeze. Okay, I even questioned, what did I learn. Okay, it was fun. It was lit. Masters is, what you doing? What you researching? What are you giving to your field? So once you choose your masters, they're asking you, what are you going to give back to that field? What research will you impose on them? What will you try to give solutions to? So it gets more intense, and doing it for the sake of it stressed me out because I didn't know what route to take. So during that time, it being really stressed, it messed with my body. I was stress eating, not working out as much as I should have. I wasn't working at the time either. Oh my lord. Which really added some stress. So it was just it was a hot mess. Okay. But once I did start my master's, I started at the University of Miami. And Miami, it's lit. It's everything that you think it is. So if you think it's wild, it's crazy, and it is. It is. And it's expensive. It's expensive. Okay. You go out, just know you're gonna spend something. And I'm not, when I say something, I'm talking about zero something. Okay. So when I got there, I was around 180, 190, closer to that 190 something, and I was not happy there. And from that point on, my weight, oof, trouble. I was not happy there. I was stressed there. I felt out of place. I felt like I didn't belong there. I did make a group of friends, so I don't want to make it sound like it was all that, because it wasn't. I had great experiences there. I made great friends. I did some super cool things. Okay, and I live in Miami, for crying out loud. Like, so it it was nice. It was nice, but it was not for me, and that showed in my weight as well. With me being a stress eater, an emotional eater. But I stayed there for just a semester because of all those reasons, and also tuition is ridiculous and disrespectful. For a semester, it was 21 grand. Bye. So I had to go. I had to go. It wasn't it. It's not worth it. It's a great school. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But this is a quick tangent for those of you looking to further your education. There are resources. Please utilize them. Please utilize them. I get that it may be easier just to flow through it and just deal with it as you go and get loans or whatever the case. Loans are not bad. I have loans. I get it. But there are resources, so try to utilize them. Try to put in just a bit of effort to apply to those resources, because they're out there. They're out there. Honey. Okay? So, anywho, after leaving University of Miami after a semester, I came back home here in Kissimmee, Florida. And here, again, weight all over the place, yo-yoing, losing a little bit, gaining a little bit, and to finally getting to my current weight, which is 212 pounds. Okay, I know to some of you that may not even sound like a whole bunch. To others that may be like, girl, what you don't, whatever the case. To me, the only reason why I have to do something now, I have to go to the extreme as far as being more disciplined, is because for my size, I'm 5'3", 5'4". I believe my frame is pretty small, but I carry a lot of fat. And why that worries me is because I come from a family that suffers from high blood pressure, diabetes. There's some other things that my family has, things with kidney stones, and honey, I have to get it under control. And right now, I've said this in a previous video, I feel like a slave to my body. You know, I get to craving ice cream or chicken tenders, and that's it. Okay, that's what we're gonna get. And I do believe in living a life of live your life, eat what you want. Because if you're to go tomorrow, you really gonna not have that piece of cake. You really not gonna have that taco or that margarita. Why? You know, I'm that person for sure where I'm like, live your life, but I believe that has been a crutch for me. I believe I've taken that too far because slowly but surely I've been going in the opposite direction of what I want to go in. So, gaining weight. I have yet to lose this weight. And just as a reference, if I haven't said it already, since 2017, which is the year I was starting my master's program. So I think it was like June that I said, okay, I want to start losing. So I want to lose 30 pounds. So June of 2017 is when I said I want to lose 30 pounds. And that was at 190 pounds. I have not lost that 30 pounds. I have gained since then. Okay? And it's just, I can't. I get really emotional thinking about, wow, do I lack discipline that much? Where it's been 3 years of me trying to lose the same 30 pounds and then some now. You know? Like, I'm laughing a little bit because you gotta laugh with pain. Like, how? And to even go deeper, I think of, man, am I that incapable of being dedicated to me? Because if you think about it, you eating healthier or making healthier choices rather, because that's what it's really about. I'm not looking to be perfect. I'm not looking to cut out tacos and margaritas for the rest of my life. That's not happening. I'm just looking to make healthier decisions more often, more frequently, so that I can overall be healthier. To think that I can't even, at least for the last 3 years, I couldn't even give to myself. I couldn't even give that discipline, that drive to say, okay, we're gonna accomplish that. It rubs me the wrong way when I think of it like that, because it's like, when I think of all the other things that I'm able to do for other people and stay consistent with that and making sure I follow through on what I do for other people, but I can't even follow through for me. I can't even follow through on my health. It moves me. It moves me. It moves me. So if you're someone with that same issue of, man, it's been years I've been trying to do this and it has yet to happen, think of it as, start asking yourself questions. I know that's what has brought me here, is that self-discovery. I am getting to know me all over again. All over again. Why can't I lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, and keep it up? What are my weaknesses? Why? What strips me of that discipline? Why can I not commit to myself. Whoo! When I say that's a word for somebody, why can you not commit to yourself? Okay, let that sink in, because it's sinking in for me. Okay, like seriously. So these are questions I've been asking myself as of late, and I have been moved tremendously. And has this been the first time I've been moved? No, it is not. And that's why I am I'm desperate. I am desperate, honey, to make those changes, to be committed to me and to my discipline and to my health, because this is not the first time that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to lose weight. As you know, right? 2017, trying to lose some weight, didn't. So that's another question I've been asking myself, is how is this time different? How can this time be different than the other times? And for me, what makes this time different, I'm desperate. That's one. Two, I think of, oh, three. Two, I think of, if I continue on the route that I'm going, I'm only going to get bigger. I'm only going to gain more weight. And why that cannot happen is because the weight that I'm at currently, the physique that I have now, I am uncomfortable. I am insecure as hell when it comes to, dressing up, going out, hanging out with my, friends, or going out, or whatever the case. Like, I'm continuously thinking about, ooh, how do I look? Am I bulging too much? Is my stomach poking out too much? Ooh, my arms, they're one of my biggest insecurities. Ooh, this shirt, is it squeezing too tight? Like, that's on my mind constantly. And it's ridiculous now, because it's all I think about. It's what I'm consumed with. It's just solely, what do I look like, and why do I feel like this, and oh, they're judging me, or they can tell that I'm fat and I gained weight. Just terrible things, which is also plays a part in how consistent I can be, is changing how I talk to myself. So that could be something else that you could incorporate or think about, is how do you talk to yourself in times like that, in times like this, So for me, two is being that I'm uncomfortable. So I can't continue on this route. I have to change it up. I have to do something, because I cannot go on this way. It just can't happen, because to get bigger, I already don't feel like me. I don't feel like Raven. So something needs to dramatically change, and that starts now. It started yesterday, but it starts now. Okay, but in addition to those two things, the other thing would be, as I said before, just being a slave to my body. I'm not going. I'm not that weak. And my body trying to play me for a sucker. I ain't no sucker. You feel me? So I gotta tell my body, no, you can still get what you want and what you need, but we doing it differently. And I have to get that fight back. What I've learned in this new season of mine is that I need to get that fight back, because that fire in me has fanned off a bit. And it happens. It won't be the last time it happens. I get that, but I need it back, because I'm sick and tired. Okay, that's been me and my friends' like theme of, like, I'm sick and tired. I'm tired and I'm sick. I cannot. Okay, so I need that fire back to say, Raven, this shit matters. Excuse my French, but matters. Okay, your weight matters. Your health matters. I don't want to lose weight just for the sake of it. I'm losing weight because I will be, if I go to the hospital or go to the doctors for a regular checkup, and they say, hey, we did your labs, and ooh, by the way, you diabetes or high blood pressure or whatever the case. I can't. I understand that, if if unfortunately that's in the cards for me, it'll happen regardless, but it's not going to happen because I'm being lazy. It's not going to happen because I can't be disciplined. It's not going to happen because I can't commit to myself and to my health. So, honey, you see, I get worked up over this, and that's why this time will be different. So, I share all this. I know I've been rambling, but I share all this to those of you who are in a journey of sorts. It doesn't even have to be a health journey. It could be a self-love journey. It could be a journey of, finding yourself again, rediscovery. That all boils down to those same questions: is why haven't you been able to commit to yourself in the past? Let that sizzle in your spirit, okay? And that's what I'm doing for myself as well. So throughout this journey, of course, you already know I'm going to be sharing with you guys, making daily videos, doing challenges and things of that sort, and letting you guys see how I work through it, and knowing that I'm not doing the quick fads. I'm not interested in that. I'm looking for habits that I will be able to incorporate and keep for the long term. So I pray that, from watching my videos, if it's not just a laugh that you're able to get, I hope you're able to see someone else maybe similar to you, or going through something similar to your situation, and seeing how I'm able to work through it, or things that I had to navigate through, so that when you go through yours, okay, I've seen this with Raven, and I'm gonna try this route, so even if something I do doesn't work for you, I wanted to at least be something that you could see, so that I'm gonna try this route instead. All I'm here for is just to share my story, and also to hear yours, and to hopefully help or encourage or give laughs, support to at least, even if it's just one person, I am happy with that. But of course, I want to touch and be a support to as many people as I can, because this is hard. Okay, this trying to get healthy, trying to love yourself in a world of plastic. And that's no shade, because I will never come at anyone who gets work done, ever, because I don't know your story. I don't know your plight. I don't know what led you to feel like you needed to get work done. So I will never come at anyone who gets enhancements. By all means, do you, boo boo. If you happy and you feel good, how can anyone shit on you or try to come at you? Be happy, do that. But for those who are just trying to maintain their natural bodies and trying to be just healthier people, both routes, but especially just trying to maintain and be happy with self, it's hard. It is hard, okay? So, from this is why I encourage you to please comment. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear what tips you have. What has worked for you, or what hasn't worked, or what you would like to see, what you would like me to try out, so you can see it, see an example of it. Honey, we're going to work through this together. We in this together. This is for us. So again, I want to thank you so much for listening to my story. Thank you for sharing and commenting and telling me about yourself and your stories. I truly, truly appreciate it. We're going to continue this. We're going to do more videos, of course, and we're going to get healthy. We're going to get right, and we're going to love ourselves, because at the end of the day, to the end of time, we got to rock with ourselves the hardest. So, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to accomplish. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. See you again next time. Bye.